Die! Wimp!
I don't know why, but something is wrong.
Rule Britannia!
The TV is crazy and the truth has gone. I might be crazy, but I think we're done. There are people out there who are adverse to fun.
Communism is king.
It's on your news. Even your neighbor has been here. You can see it on YouTube. It's time to shine a light. All the things they don't want you. Tom Generation Next. Oh, it's what's coming next. Tom Generation Next.
Commander Worf, don't be a cunt.
I'm having such a good time.
Kill everyone on the bridge.
Having a ball!
Fuck you, Mr. Rascal.
My name is Owen Jones, a renowned drama queen, pseudo-intellectual and champagne socialist.
That's for B4.
What can I do? People know the truth.
Shut the fuck up!
What's true? That's why we gotta shine a light. Shine a light, shine a light. We gotta shine a light. Oh, yeah. Together forever. Yeah. Tom Generation Next. Oh, it's what's coming next. Tom Generation Next. Yeah. Tom Generation Next. The Unity Channel. Zero News and now. Tom Generation Next. We're gonna shine a light. With you. Generation X.
I've just been flipping off everybody. Sorry, it's actually not the people, it's the fucking council that piss me off. The people are just getting the brunt of it, but some of them are in with the council, that's why. But I have to walk through, see this bit of water here, and I know it's been very flooded recently. Oh, but what you can't see is all of this water we have around here is not the result of flooding, because we're actually, like I said to you before, on a hill. There's nowhere for it to flood. Everything is designed for downstream. So there's a little lake near me that fills up with the water from this area, or used to fill up with the water from this area. And this is why people talk to me about how the government controls the weather fully. There's not a single day that goes past where the weather's not totally controlled. It's like they can't control their bowel movements, right? Seriously. And I look at this as the example. You can't really see it today as well because the water's receding. But this was all a beautiful part of the forest. Only, I don't know, 8 years ago. Beautiful, gorse bushes, horses. And what they did was, because the council, who make a loss, yeah, most of your councils are the same. There's just behind this bush here, there is a leisure centre. That leisure centre has made a loss from day one. They spent 20 years building the pitch and putt course over there, which I've taken you over as now a dog walking park for free. 20 years to build something that nobody ever wanted and nobody ever asked for. Guess what they did ask for? They wanted a swimming pool. They never got it. So what they did was, you see where these rugby fields and that are now? All this was beautiful forest. I used to bring my monkeys out here because it was like the most natural habitat we could find for them. And I absolutely loved it. And there was every single type of wildlife, from fucking badgers, deer, you name it. And they levelled the fucking lot. Yeah, they levelled the lot, which for someone like me is a big deal, because it was needless, so that we can get some lights on a rugby pitch that literally makes no money, loses more money every day, every moment those lights are on, than it does by the fees coming in. Just so you understand, they're losing thousands. I don't know how much they're losing per year, but it goes into the thousands and thousands, yeah? This is just known, because it's government funded, so what the fuck. So all this water's receding back, but the point I'm getting to, why it bothers me, is that basin that you see me walk around there, that's where that pond is. That's supposed to gather the water. That pond overflowing, it's unusual, but it's part of the mechanism of what makes this place what it is. It's right high up, it drops the water down low. It's how this place has been set up. Everywhere it drips low, it goes straight into a funneling system that goes into a lake. It's perfect. It's been like it for 100 years at least. Right, so it started with natural erosion of the ground and that, and and then we built around it and we ended up making it work. It was brilliant. All these water spots you're seeing, they are not just collecting water. No, they're not water that's just collecting on the ground. And I can't show you how bad it is at the moment because I need to go to the place. But what they are is a complete lack of thought of irrigation. It's not occurred to these people that if they don't level certain ground or have the water running in a certain direction, it's going to pool up all around the building that you just saw over there. That's exactly what happened. So now they've built these. Rather than deal with the problem, now they've built these like stilt things to put a thing on to walk around the building so that it's out of the water. It's caused all these horses fields to fill up with water where they've never had water in them before, no matter how flooded they are. The very bottom would, because again it's down low. Literally, there's flooding now in places. Imagine this: you're on the top of a very chalk. You're on a chalk hill, and you're on the very top of it. You're in pretty safe hands there, and somehow a total lack of irrigation has managed to make them flood the entire area. The dog walking park over there, they fucked up so badly that they didn't think that, oh yeah, the park leans a certain way, so all the water's going to run over that and then flood the road completely. Council money, taxpayer money, for about 18 people who are interested in rugby around here to have fucking to have those floodlights on at night that cost how much per minute? Yeah, so fuck me. So these wankstains and their little party, and they, by the way, they are Freemasons. It's not an if, but maybe. I know the guy that runs the Freemason, self-admitted Freemason. That's why you've got about, let's say 30 people using about 900 people's worth of energy and getting away with it. And like I say, so the lack of irrigation and everything else has meant that there's allotments just been built for people who have been waiting a decade to be able to get these allotments. The lack of irrigation has meant the allotments are flooded. The place where I just told you that the dog walking place that used to be a pitching park that they thought they're actually going to make people around here in the forest pay for. Why? All people have ever asked for is one thing: a swimming pool. For the last 40 years. So they got a pitch and putt. Literally no one was interested. So where that is now, they've realised, oh shit, yeah, we made this big hill and all the water's not falling off just to one side like we thought, it's falling off any direction that's facing downwards. Yeah, gravity. So to stop the road from flooding, they had to bring a digger in to dig two fucking great big holes, not some special pipeline and irrigation system. No, the old-fashioned way. Two fucking great big sinkholes that they've just dug out the ground with a digger because they don't know what else to do. And so these two holes fill up with water and prevent the road from overfilling. How long do you think that's going to last? That's where your taxpayer money is going. When it's not busy funding the religion of peace and the DEI hires that I've got round here now. So it's been really weird to me. I've been phoning a chemist up recently where I am. And I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm going to say this online, right? My dad has been on a tablet, which I don't want to repeat on it because people will look these things up and take them and I don't want to be responsible for it. But let's just say it's an opiate type of tablet, but it's a very specific type of one because a very specific type of condition he's got. So, and again, the people at this chemist can be brilliant and very, very, very helpful. Hey there, how you doing? I only get 1/3 of the comments come through on Prism. So if anybody said hi or anything else and I haven't seen it, I apologise. Please try again. Basically, you have top chat and you have live chat. If you go to live chat, you see all the chat. I can't do that on Prism when I'm on here. I can only do it when I've got two phones on me or when I'm at home and I can look at the YouTube screen. So I do apologise for that. So please don't think I'm ignoring you. So yeah, where was I? Oh shit, I forgot where I was now. I always do this, don't I? Well, he's on a dodgy place on the wires there. I'll show you in a second. Oh, sorry. stuck in the ground as well. So where was I going with that? Can't remember now. Can't remember. I've lost myself. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Hey yeah, I see ya. Oh well, that's really frustrating me because that was the point I was going to get into. Doesn't matter. And I'm just going to say something else as well. I'm going to be a bit more hopeful in a minute, but I just want to say something. I don't like people. Years and years ago, I had a problem with some people, and they started targeting my time and my podcast to try and damage it. Basically, when you've got all the times of the day and everything else that you do, it was a shitty move. It was done deliberately. I didn't know. I was told by someone afterwards what was going on, and I checked it and I found out I was right. The way to tell if someone's doing it deliberately or by accident is they will set their podcast anything between 5 to 2 minutes before yours starts. It's an old trick. It's what the WCW used to do to the WWE back in the day when they're having their Monday Night Wars. When the two big wrestling companies were fighting it out, one company used to go live just a few minutes before the other one, just to tell you all the results that were going to happen on the other one. It's the same trick. People think they're doing something new. 30 years later, they're still trying to pull the same trick, but on YouTube. If ever you wondered if YouTube's turned into mainstream media, well, you know now it has. Because they're pulling the same dirty stunts on each other as they pull on there. Now, you could say healthy competition. But when it's between friends, colleagues, people on the same side, like, if you've worked out, I'll give you for instance, there's certain times of the day I don't go live. You've heard me say it. Vin's live, I'm out. Roscoe's live, I'm out. Yeah? Even Thorpe and Inman, I'm out. Because it's just what you do. Yeah? It's just what you do. There's enough hours in the day and there's enough days in the week. So when someone goes live 2 minutes before I go live, 2 minutes before, then it's blatant what they're doing. Now you can do it once and say, that was just coincidence. Happens, nobody's got the right to the airwaves. But bear in mind, I've been under this kind of attack before and I know what it feels like. And I see other people under the same attack. And I've had to sit and listen to certain people whinging to me about how they have been, their time slots are being attacked. Basically what they're trying to sell me is not that the time slot's been attacked, but they've set up I get what they mean. They put a lot of effort into marketing a time. They put a lot of effort into making sure people really understand they're always going to be there, same day, same time, every week, same show name. And then getting the people that work with you, or your guests, everything else, to be agreeable to that time. It's a lot of work. It's not what you think. There's a lot more work that goes into setting up a stable time, stable show, stable name, stable guests. It's a balancing act. Half your audience will want you to do it on a Monday, the other half will want you to do it on a Wednesday. So it's always a balancing act, right? Everything is. The people that you have on will want you to do it at 9 o'clock. Some will want you to do it, so it's always a balancing act. So a lot of effort goes into it. So when I see someone who's gone to all the effort to, carve out a 10 o'clock at night slot, guess what I do? I don't touch it. I walk away from it out of respect for what the effort because I know how much effort it takes. Out of respect, I walk away from it. Doesn't mean I'm right, but this is my opinion and I want to share it with you. Because what I do see as well is that when I'm going live with Vin, when I'm going live or whatever else, people who I would not expect trying that same shit on with us, you can ride off. Me and Vin ain't selling politics. We ain't selling religion. We ain't selling nothing. We're selling ourselves. I'm selling myself. Vin's selling himself. And as a duo that are going to be working with you soon, as we've mentioned before, yeah, we've also got a joint interest. When I say joint interest, I just mean doing what we promised you we would do and doing well at it. So I'm not threatened by it because I know that the content we're producing holds up on its own. Vin's content holds up on its own. Even my content's beginning to gain ground now. Even my shitty songs some of you are liking. Which is cool. So I've got nothing to fear in terms of jealousy but it's that you know how much it takes to set that time slot up. Don't you? You know who you are. You know how long it takes to establish that time slot. And everybody knows something about me and about Vin. What does Vin do? Puts his morning walk videos out. What do? I miss most times, but when I do stuff, it's normally in the first part of the day, normally around this kind of time. Yeah, and like I say, natural clashes happen. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about someone who deliberately schedules something 2 minutes before yours, aiming to steal your audience, aiming to do all this stuff, when there's all these other hours in the day, and the same people that claim to be friends. That's the hardest part. If you didn't speak to them, or if they were not on your radar, you could say, well, fuck them, that perhaps they just see we're in competition. Perhaps they don't care, perhaps they don't even know I'm around, perhaps they don't know who I am. That would all be fair enough, right? Not to overblow your self-importance, not to blow your friends over self-importance. But when it's people you know really well, you love them dearly and you think they're great, and you constantly tell the world their shit don't stink, and then you put the knife in your fucking back by hitting your time slots, the very, very thing that they were crying to me about only a couple of months ago. Oh, people are doing my time slot, and I was angry for them. Genuinely angry that other people would try and hurt them. Now they're doing the same thing to me and other people. And now they're, and now if I'm sure if I said something to them, they go, oh no, it was a mistake, so fine, I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting for the next time they do it. And then I won't be making fireworks on here, I'll be having a word, personally. Because if it's a coincidence, fine. If it's deliberate, why? Why? Again, Vin's doing his own thing. You're not going to stop his momentum. His momentum's bigger than any of yours ever has been. So you're not going to stop him. Fruitless. In terms of me, well, surely I'm right where you wanted me to be. I'm the little channel with no power now. So surely I'm right where you want me to be. Blocking me out will only get you attention. Getting yourself attention where I'm concerned is not very generally spoken a good idea. Because attention helps me grow and you fail. Always. Every time people have ended up trying to fuck me in that way or another, they put the knife in my back, but everybody sees the blood. And everybody says that Tom's not so fucking bad. So you do it. You keep stabbing me in the back in front of everybody. You show them that politics means more to you than friendship. Politics means more to you than the support that I've offered certain people for the entire time that I've been in this movement. There are some people who have literally never said a single bad word about. So to have those kinds of people stick it in, okay, that's unbelievable. So we've now got audience on side, we've now got chat, who's fucking brilliant. We're building a community, fucking brilliant. Me and Vin doing stuff, brilliant. Vin's doing his stuff, knocking out the park, fantastic. Couldn't be happy for him. He's earned it. He's fought to get. That's what the thing is. He's fought to get where he is. One channel after another, setback after setback, and he's here. He's here doing it. Brilliant. Why would you want to mess with that? Call him a friend. Well, I'm sick to death of it. I'm sick to death of it, because I'll tell you what it tells me, right, is I walked away from the mainstream media industry very early because of the scumbag people that were there who literally, I'll tell you what it was that did it, families inside Sky News, both trying to get the same job. So we're talking about brother, sister, this kind of dynamic. Not kind of dynamic, it was a brother and sister. And they went and slagged each other off in interviews and threw each other under the bus so they could get this job. The job meant more to them than their continued peaceful existence as brother and sister. It was disgusting. And people were throwing each other under the bus all the time like that. And I thought, if this is what mainstream media is, I don't want no part of it. So I came to new media. There's fucking daffodils everywhere, open. So I went to new media. This new chance for us to be truth tellers, for us to handle things with authenticity, integrity. And I hold my hand up. There are times I've let myself down. There are times where I swear too much. There are times when I've let peer pressure get to me and people have accused me of shit that I haven't done. I should have just said, go fuck yourself. Because when it's horrible being accused of something you haven't done, but at the same time, if you haven't done it, don't worry about it. So, you know what I mean? I went and as I said to you ages ago, I put all my skeletons out on the table early. I'm not the one with anything to hide. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's because I've got everybody's secrets. I've got everybody's secrets in there. Everybody's. Have you ever heard me make a threat? Have you ever heard me say, I'm so angry, I'm going to expose this? No. It's not who I am. But why is it that certain people seem to be so scared of me, my friend's success, and any kind of success? I mean, look at what I'm getting at the moment. It's hardly raving, knocking your door down success. I've got less than 500 subscribers. Half of them I don't believe are real. And I've also got some great people come on the channel. We're growing, getter, and but it's slow, as it expected it to be. So, fine. But the point of it is, it's not quantity, it's quality. We're building up people who actually, it was really nice last night. I needed to get Gene out of my system. When I say Gene, I mean the damage that was caused by that whole affair. So I managed to close the door on it and all that stuff. But what I was doing is I was still thinking about it once in every, probably, what would I say? I was probably thinking about the whole experience, probably at least once a second. I've got it down to be about once every 4 or 5 seconds now. That's trauma. So I'm making that trauma go down and down and down. And it's working. I'm healing myself. By making songs, by intros, videos. I've been trying to get a few out, the videos that I promised you I'd do. I've only got a couple left to do and they're out. So I would have cleared myself out of everything. I'm really pleased with that. Sorry, this is very much is a talking about me stream, is it? I'm sorry, but this is how it's turned out. So instead of apologising for it, I'm just going to accept it and live with it and own it. This is the live stream of today. But before, I said to you about calling things out on our own side. I'll be honest with you, I'm tired of calling things out on our own side. I want to be focusing on the left. I want to be focusing on the communist bastards that want to ruin us. I want to be focusing on our country. And I will. I'm not going to keep getting pulled to one side. But I just want you to use your own eyes and ears. You know the times that Vin does. You know the rough times I do. And again, I can understand anybody clashing. But look at the person that didn't have a live. I say person, it could be persons, but you know my point. Just look for the people who suddenly pop up with their own live. Now look at me and Vin have clashed in the past. But you can clearly see it's a clash because I've started 20 minutes before him or 10 minutes after him. That's usually not deliberate. It's usually when it's within a couple of minutes. There is foul play. And again, that's fine. So we've now gone from the new media industry to completely the mainstream media industry. We've got the BBC here, we've got LBC here, we've got GB News here. We've got all of the people leaving their podcasts on mainstream channels to come here. And people still want to tell me that YouTube's good. And I'll be honest with you, I blame a lot of people themselves. And this is probably where I get some heat from guys, but I hope you understand where I'm coming from. YouTube is now the most watched platform over Netflix. And it's your fault. When I say your fault, I mean it's people's fault. They said they weren't going to tolerate the censorship on YouTube. They said they weren't going to tolerate the way people were being treated on YouTube, the lack of free speech. Well, let's be really honest. The growth of YouTube, in spite of the fact that all they're offering is to charge you 17 quid a month to take away adverts and watch shit cat videos, you are, not you personally, but people are enabling them to become the biggest company ever. Why? Because YouTube's on your controller and because 70% of you have said to me, Tom, if it's not on my controller, I ain't using it because I don't know how and I can't be fucked. I get it. But understand, if you feel frustrated with some of the things that we can't say, we can't talk about, we can't do, or if you feel frustrated that my channel is now tiny and I can't do the things I used to do, can't go, if you ever get annoyed at me for not doing the demos I used to do, understand, enabling YouTube, rather than getting Rumble or whatever else on the map, enabling YouTube has enabled them to keep censoring and keep being cunts. YouTube themselves have said there is more censorship with us than there is with the television due to worldwide global rules. And that's one thing they're not lying about. There's more censorship with them than there is on the TV. In their eyes, there has to be because of the advertisers. So we've enabled that platform to be the biggest platform on the planet, rather than doing what we should have done 8 years ago and left it. I said this was going to happen. Well, actually, no, I didn't. That's a lie. No, I didn't. I said that they were going to continue anyway, but I did say that they would lose out from losing us. I was wrong. They haven't lost out at all. They've grown. They're making money. So now you realise your free speech isn't even monetizable. Your free speech is not monetizable. Do you realise what that means? If your free speech is not monetizable, that means there's no reason for any company that cares about its bottom line to give a fuck about your free speech anymore. So when Getter came out, it was monetizing free speech. Rumble, same thing. When Elon bought X, they're weaponizing and monetizing free speech. Yeah. So, but right now, we've just proven that free speech doesn't get any more monetization than, say, bullshit speech, for instance. So why prioritize it? There is literally no bottom line reason for a company to prioritize free speech. It's dangerous. It gets them in trouble with advertisers, and the clear demand for it that there used to be is gone. That's why do you think Vin's channel is doing so well? One of the very few people out there just talking the truth. One of the very few people out there just talking the truth, and authentically, and without all the overproduction bollocks. It's what made us popular in this movement in the first place. Just addressing things. And I don't want to keep pulling the movement to pieces or people in it to pieces or anything else. So I just want to say to those people, look, you can do what you're going to do. But after you've gone about your fucking Bibles and your fucking Psalms and everything else, yeah? All you're doing is alienating people like me who sit there and go, do you know what, we were a Christian country, we're built on Christian values, we've got Christian court system, Christian everything. So I have done my best to understand it. I've done my best to appreciate it. I've done my best to appreciate the safety it's given us against places like Islam over the years. When I get people coming on a podcast and literally using non sequiturs, yeah, and for those of you who don't know what a non sequitur is, which is probably about all three people that don't know, but if you don't, just in case, a non sequitur is a leap of logic that doesn't make any sense. Ergo, it's a logic that doesn't follow. It's like seeing a big flash in front of you, and it's a big Coke can that is transparent right in the middle of your view now, and you're like, that's not possible, and then it disappears again. And you say, that must have been God. That's a non sequitur. Why was it God? Why couldn't it have been an illusion? Why couldn't it have been the LSD you took earlier on? The non sequitur is making a jump of logic that doesn't follow. It doesn't follow the premise. That's what I mean by that. So you get people that go on about a really good political point, and then they're saying, that's due to God, and this passage from this, and it's like, well, hang on a minute, I don't mind you being religious, but why are you trying to tie two things in that clearly don't match? What are you trying to do? And then when it's clipped to the third thing, a political party. Oh, let's tie a political party to this non sequitur. So we're going to talk about, I don't know, maybe rape in a certain area in the country, and the statistics of it and everything else. And it's like, oh wow, this is shocking. This is a really good video, and that's why my party. And it's like, oh Jesus, seriously, I thought you were a content creator. Make your fucking mind up, because at the moment you're just being a pain in the ass, and you can see it. You can see it. The reactions at the moment are kind of like, oh, this is kind of cool. It's kind of not. It's kind of cool. It's going to get very old. Like, because even the religious people. One thing I will say, and I've become real proud of the Christians who are Christians. You can smell bullshitters a mile away, and that's one thing that's restored my faith in Christians, and that is that true Christians can smell the bullshit a mile away, and the way they conduct themselves is very different. They don't need to wear it on their chest because they know what they are. They don't need to lecture other people because they know they're confident in themselves, they're secure in themselves about their beliefs. Regardless of what I believe, I could never knock them off their beliefs, and they would never try and knock me off mine because they're happy in their own skin. Those are the Christians I trust. Those are the Christians I would sit and listen to and talk about theism all day, because they're honest, open, good people. What I don't like is the virtual faith that's being thrown around at the moment, and it's everywhere. You guys must have seen it. Don't act blind. You must have seen it, and it makes me nauseous, because it's a bit like me saying I'm in love with a woman that you all can perfectly well clearly see I'm not, and me trying to keep ramming that down your throats. It would make you cringe, wouldn't it? Make you feel a bit sicky. Oh, why does he keep trying to do this? That's kind of what we're seeing at the moment with people. Like, here's an idea for them. How about you do a political podcast? Or how about you do a religious podcast? Or how about you do different ones on different days? But realise that if you're going to talk about one political party, if you're going to talk about, sorry about the camera, You can talk about one political party. If you're going to talk about your stupid God and just your one version of it, that's fine. But realise, just like Ricky Gervais said, thank your God and fuck off. Because nobody else is going to get it. If they're not on the same frequency, they're not going to get it. And that brilliant political point you just made, you've just alienated them with, because you just told them, well, you wouldn't understand it because you're not one of his flock. Therefore, you are effectively a CUNT. That's not what every Christian says. That's what a particular few say. By the way, the same particular few that seem to have been very, very into it in the last few months and had never had a word to say before that. That's one thing I will say with someone like Richard Inman or whatever. Regardless of whatever I think about him or don't think about him, he's never, ever not been religious since I've known him. I will say that. He's always been religious. So how can I call him a fake? I can't. He's always been of the same belief since I met him. So calling him a fake would make me a fake. That's what I'm getting at. Whereas there are other people who just seem to have found it all within the same month as each other. Do you believe in coincidences? I fucking don't. Do you believe in coincidences? I don't. And if you want, in my opinion, who's someone who's got no skin in the game here, but if you want Christianity to be a force again, the first thing you do is A, you don't ram it down people's throats, and B, more importantly, that you're authentic and honest about it. If you're lying to people about your own Christianity, they'll see it, and then they wonder why they would want to be part of that shit show. Why would they? They can see you lying. Why would they want to be part of it? If you're lying to yourself, you're not secure. The whole point of it is about things like cults or, what do you call them, spiritual groups, help groups, religious groups, is that they're comfortable in their own skin. They're comfortable in their own skin. And every time I see someone near virtue signaling their faith away, I think, wow, you're unhappy. You're unhappy with yourself and you're trying to push this on other people. Because the more people you make believe in this, the more you might start believing it yourself. It's sad. Kind of makes me feel sorry for them until they do all the dirty magic tricks. So anyway, I've said all this longer than I wanted to. What's this gone on for? Way longer than I wanted to. So I do apologise. Let me have a look, see if I've got any comments through. I don't think we're going to... Oh, we've got a few through, but I might have a look on here, see if they're censored again. But I'll just respond to you quickly. But also say, you know, I made a video that you might want to have a look at about the current state of the UK, because there's more serious things happening in the UK with our internet. It's a digital thing that's happening, but our safety and our agency sovereignty is being taken in a very different way. The digital way in which it's being taken is violent, aggressive, fast, and it's happening at a rate now where normal tools for normal people are disappearing off of the internet. If you're in the UK, you get a UK-only message from many, many sites now. You've been blocked because you're in the UK. Some sites even saying, because you're in the UK, your wanky government, honestly, your wanky government has done da-da-da-da. If you use a VPN, we can help you. Or I also got alternate links given to me, which are hidden links, basically, to get to these sites. So I've never known companies so willing to break the law, is my point. They know what's happening is crazy. When you've got a site that is designed to every single type, it's like imagine VO and Sora and Grok, then take away the parts of them that are shit, which is nearly all of it, and imagine those animations being tailorable to the very last nth degree, and you being able to create something of actual meaning, like an actual Star Wars scene or an actual Star Trek fight or an actual film. Like, you've got the ability to do this. But oh my God, because there's a small possibility you might decide to have a woman on the beach with no bra on, our government, under their online act, even though you can sign in and prove your age, not good enough. Oh no, they banned the site because 1% of the people on there are capable of making these pictures. By the way, you can't even see their rude pictures because they're in their own folders hidden. So they're making pictures of people who don't exist. Shut up! 1 second. 1 second. Hey, fuck off! Come here! Sorry, but she knows the language, so that's why I taught her fuck off very deliberately, so that when she's pushing the line, she's barking at another dog out there. So the game's supposed to be I go out and tell her to shut up, and then she just carries on barking, shut up, carries on barking. I don't play those games, so I go straight to the cough, because she knows what that means. And it's funny, innit? You think cough would make her run away, but she knows that means red line, get back here. And to her credit, she does. She does. I hate using that language though. I don't know why I taught her that, because other people think I'm actually telling her to fuck off. Anyway, so where were we? So I'm losing myself again, because this is the thing about trying to do a live with a fucking dog. Not possible. When am I going to learn? But have a look at that video that I did, because it really is important. It's really, really important in understanding that. Oh, no, I'll address Missy Moon here as well. Missy Moon says, Switzerland has never been neutral in my understanding. No, we're not. You're right, but we're not talking about, and I think I meant to say Sweden. No, Switzerland as well. It's not about neutral or what happened in the world wars or anything else. In Sweden, you used to have the Pirate Party. Switzerland, a lot of these countries, a lot of these do-gooder countries are actually got much different laws than us. And again, Missy Moon, it was, remember, the Online Safety Act applies only to the British. So even in somewhere like Switzerland, twat place that it is, even in Denmark, even in all these countries that are woke, they're less woke than us now. That's what I mean. We've literally jumped over them. So we have an Online Safety Act that applies to the UK only. So if you switch your VPN to Switzerland, which is what she means, or Sweden, or Argentina, or even the US, you will get more access to all of these sites than you will from Britain now. That's what I meant. So Switzerland was a random generation in my mind. But because I could pick it, I'm picking a safe socialist country, and it's still got more, you've still got more rights to access these websites and games and things that you've bought and things that you've purchased, subscriptions that you've purchased that you now can't access. You have more right to do that by using a VPN out of any one of these other countries than you have out of the United Kingdom. Even if you use a VPN in the United Kingdom, still won't let you through. All traffic to these sites through the United Kingdom is stopped. And it's going to include the way you use WhatsApp. It's going to include the way you go through your ISP, the people who provide your internet, the TV you watch. They're following everything you do now. And with the AI being as clever as it is, and the AI being embedded into your search engine, they are literally tailoring your searches, tailoring your interests. And as they quite openly said, Google in their manifesto thing, we are pushing for maximum engagement. We are manipulating for maximum engagement, because that keeps you subscribed and it keeps the money rolling in, regardless of quality. Regardless of quality. And at the same time, you've got the British government saying we don't believe in right and wrong. We're going to bring these rules in that mean anything can be wrong at any moment, but you never know where it is until you've stepped over the line. And more importantly, the Iron Curtain that was falling around us is no longer falling, it's fallen. What should you start to try and access games? What should you start to try and access certain Facebook pages? What should you try and access certain things? What should your child, who you've said, yeah, you can use certain things on the internet, maybe they're 16 years old, not really a child, so you go, you can use on the internet what you want. Oh, you haven't got a credit card? Oh, it means you can't access your own games. It means you can't access your own websites. Because now they've made it effectively illegal to use most of the websites on the internet if you haven't got a credit card. So you've got to be about 18, really, to be able to access half the sites on the internet if you're in Britain. Are we beginning to understand now? And then you take away the VPNs, which they're trying to ban, and you realise they're putting proxies into the ISPs, and you suddenly realise, oh, this isn't just a show of force. This is an actual plan designed to actually neutralise the ability to get out there. This is a North Korean style takeover done in waves. And we are already experiencing wave 2, in which we're being wiped out. And people aren't even noticing until they are. And by the time they are, they're going, ah! And they're being drowned out already. And because a lot of these tools are specialists, there's a lot of other people out there that don't even realise just how bad it's getting. But it's the specialist tools that get hit first. Before long, it'll be the very TV you watch on here. You're worrying about the BBC charging you for a license. If I was you, I'd be worried about our government. I'd be worried about our government deciding what YouTube channels you can and can't watch. Because why wouldn't they? Why would they not do that? So I would even be surprised if Google brings an extra little box in for the UK. Are you in the UK? Yes, bang. Or are you watching from the UK? Yes, bang. Half your results disappear. I wouldn't be surprised, because that's the way we are going. It's not a conspiracy theory. We're already doing it. So we are closing down our own freedoms, or he's closing down our own freedoms. The guy that everybody said was about to leave is going nowhere. He's going to hang on harder than Corbyn ever did. We're screwed. We're screwed. Let's start saying we're screwed so that we can start doing something about getting unscrewed, rather than keep claiming fake victories of little parties like fucking of Nick Tanconi's party. I like Nick Tanconi, but what they're going to do for us right now? Nothing. Reform Party, nobody trusts, and it's full of, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. And people are looking at these people as saviours. No, there's no saviours here. There is literally the worst and least bad scenarios that we can think of to get through. That's it. I'm sorry, I'd like to be more hopeful. But we've put ourselves in the position, and they put us in the position of having awful, terrible, unholy, sorry for using that word, but we really have got those choices now. So, what are we going to do about it? There's not a lot we can do in one way. But I don't know about you, I'm not sitting here for 3 years and just waiting to see what my fucking fate is. I've already seen what my fate is. Via what they're doing online, via what they're doing to people, putting them in prison for their tweets, right? If that isn't still in your mind as being shocking, it's because you've got desensitized to it. I will never get desensitized to that. That's where I'm a winner in this. I will never get desensitized to it, and that's why I'm always going to fight against it. I will fucking go to jail before I will bow down to this shit. And I mean that. I will stand by my fucking words on this. I will stand by my words on this. Before they start controlling my tongue, I'll either quit or I'll go to jail for it. But I will not shut my mouth for these people to tell me what is safe and not safe to come out of my mouth. That's for you to decide as grown adults, not them. And I'm sick of it. And the people around the rest of the world, they have the right to judge me based on whatever the hell criteria they choose. It's not up to the British government to decide what is and isn't okay. And it's not up to the British government to decide what is and isn't okay for me to ingest. The fuck do they think they are? They can kiss mine if they think I'm going to reply to any of those. All I'm going to do is use every bit of software, legal or illegal, to make sure that I bypass absolutely every single thing they don't want me to do. Do you know what? I tried to make my first dirty picture the other day. Do you want to know why? Was I feeling a bit horny? No. I tried to make it because I've been told not to. I've never tried to make a dirty picture before, so I tried the other day deliberately because I've been told not to. I was successful, of course. But it was no big deal. It's just a naked picture that looks fake because it's too perfect. But the point of it was, I would never have considered it. Genuinely, I would never have considered it. Didn't think it would be possible until they made a big thing of it. So now it's like, right, well, I'm going to go and do it because you've told me not to. I hope there's enough people like me in this country to stand up and do the same thing. I'm not going to be told what to do, especially not by a fucktard like him, who, let's face it, can you imagine that man's sex life? Keir Starmer having sex. Right. I'll let you clean your own toilets out in your own time. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to just go through your comments quickly. I'm going to get the fuck out of here, yeah? Because I don't want to overstay my welcome, which I'm going to do very shortly. So, sorry about my language. That's been bad today. But I'm wound up by a few things. But also, this is the way I come back. And that is stronger, harder, faster, and not taking any shit. I've taken shit from Google for 2 months. I've taken shit from people for too long. And at the same time, there's some really good people out there that I love to death, and I will fight for the wire for them. And I'll fight for the wire, most importantly, just to try and help this country, to try and help the people who are helping this country, to try and help you guys the way you've helped me. And we're going to keep that alive. We're going to keep that community alive, and nobody's going to wreck it. I will fight for this community. I will fight for what we're doing. I will fight for Vin. I will fight for the people that matter. I will give it everything. And people can do what they want. But they can't stop passion or authenticity. You can't eclipse authenticity with ego. So F all of you. And you know, not you, them, who want to do that. Because you can't erase what is real. You can only fake what is not. Does that make sense? Right, let me go through your comments quickly and then I'm out of here. So hi to everybody. Hi to Angela. Hi to Experience. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, smells of arse on your forehead are totally normal. I should know. On about your dad's meds. Yeah, my dad's meds, yeah. I haven't seen you in years. I'm subbed again. You haven't seen me in years. This is the problem. So I am Spirit33. Great to have you back. Haven't seen me in years. This is the problem. Is that a lot of people keep saying the same thing to me. And they didn't know that I had zero news the whole time. crazy, right? Crazy. Tina, great to see you. Great to see you. Life balance and act. You're not kidding. Hey, Vin, sorry I didn't see you on there. It's not coming up on here. Let me just go through very quickly because I'm probably well behind. Hey there to somebody. Is that, I can't pronounce it, but it says Noel Kiss at the end of it. Mr. Moon, tell me, I hope you're feeling better by taking, but do you need anything help from us? I mean, this. Oh, that's nice of you. That's nice of you. Do you know what? That's really nice of you. Mr. Moon, can I think about that one and come back to you? Because I would hate to ask you for something that I don't need and then realise it's something that I did. Or, do you know what I mean? Can I think on that one? But that's really, really lovely of you, actually. That's really kind. Yes, just wondering why the link was 20 minutes behind. Oh, don't know. So I'm trying to catch up. Tommy, you need a favour to move from Middlesbrough to Northern Ireland. Oh, that's funny. If you want others to know you as a Christian, you need to walk the walk. Yes! Yes, I like that. The way you worded that. If you want others to know you as a Christian. Not any sarcasm in that. If you want others to know you as a Christian, you need to walk the walk. That is a very fair statement. Just a general question of the chat. Is there anyone not on a VPN? There will be quite a few on here that aren't on a VPN. Oh, sorry. I just lost my screen for a second there. Just going through. I can't believe so. People that, again, that you're about that person that said that they haven't seen me in ages. Haven't seen me in years. That's about the 20th person I spoke to over the last 3 months that said that. 3 months that said that. So on that 20k channel, can you see what my problem was now? I couldn't get a message out to the people on my own channel. But those same people that couldn't get a message out are more likely to say, Tina, Missy Moon, really appreciate, and Spawn, really appreciate the fact that you commented on those songs I made last night. I normally just upload them as soundtracks ready to use in the future in case I feel like they fit a certain video, so they're all there. The fact that somebody actually enjoyed them, most people just pass them by and don't even bother. The fact that somebody actually enjoyed them was really, really cool. So thank you for that. That sort of made my night because I really made them for me to get back to making things, creating things, and to get away from all that what's just happened to me. So the fact that you did that was awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, fuck. Here we go. The UK online law mainly protects children, especially from bullying by... Fuck off. Just fuck off. Yeah? My statement is correct. Then why is it quoted? My statement... It's not a statement. You've quoted that straight from the website. You've quoted it straight from the website. Wisdom is mine, and Wisdom copies and pastes from the website, claims it is Wisdom, and makes out he's making a statement. Fuck you, mate. If you want to make an argument, come on here and make an argument. Don't sit and copy and paste what you've got out of a search engine or off the main site and make out it's your Wisdom. Right, that'll just get you ignored. You... Fucking time for this shit. Oh, it's protection from adults by bullying kids. My point is correct. What point? You haven't made a point. You've quoted somebody else's text off another place. You haven't put anything of your own. You haven't put a damn thing of your own in, mate. I don't ever have a go at anybody ever an opinion. That's not even an opinion. My point is correct. No, your copy and paste is incorrect. Fuck you. I'm sorry, I don't mind anybody making a point. I don't mind anybody coming on here and making a point. But you come on here and copy and paste something on here to me and tell me that's your morals and opinions, I will see you and catch you out. I recognise what's been searched for. I recognise what's been copied and pasted. I told you, I'm an algorithm machine. You try past that shit past me, you'll have a very, very long fucking day with me. Any opinion is welcome. Copy and pasting like that, I'll see straight through you. Unbelievable. Oh, I see some messages are being deleted now. Defend the online safety bill. Then make some arguments. What he did is he literally either did a search and copied and pasted out the search and put it on there, which I hope you saw for yourselves, or he took it straight from their website and then said, my statement is true. What statement? You've just copied and pasted the government's own words, put it in my chat, and then acted like the smartest person in the room, which you guys all know. There's always one person in the chat wants to be the smartest cunt in the chat. Everybody else is just trying to have their opinions, whether we agree, whether we disagree. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But when you've got people coming in making points like that, it's not making any point. It's copying and pasting the government's words to you. Might as well be paid opposition, except he's probably doing it for free. I've got no time for people like that. Absolutely no time for people like that. He's part of the problem, not the solution. And if he'd wanted to come on and tell me what the Online Safety Act actually did, verse by verse, and school me in it, what could I do but listen? But he's not. Copying and pasting something straight from the site and saying, this is my opinion. F you, mate. And I hope you're still watching. Blocked. I really do. Because you're a twat. And we don't have time for people like you. Because everybody else in this chat, and I mean every single one, whether they like me, hate me, unsure, they're all authentic. They're all just saying what they think. And they don't need to go and copy and paste from somebody else's brain. I know he did. I know he got rid of him. They don't have to copy and paste because they have got no original thought of their own in their own head. I think it's... Yeah. Anyway, thank you for getting rid of him, guys. I was enjoying tearing him to pieces, to be honest. But what an absolute mong. And these people are part of the problem. They really are part of the problem. But again, like I say, don't, if you're out there and you're thinking, Jesus Christ, Tom, don't be put off. I don't react like this. I don't react like this to opposite opinions. I react like this when people attempt to pull the wool over my eyes. Just to be very clear, because I don't want you to be put off. If someone attempts to bullshit me, unfortunately for me, I was hyper-stimulated at a young age. Therefore, I see bullshit coming. I see things that have been copied and pasted, and I see things that have been searched for because there's an algorithmic pattern inside the search results. So when people do that, it's the only thing that I ask back is that I don't get lies. If I do and I see them in the future, I'll just remove without question. That's all I ask, because we're all here trying to do the right thing. And I truly believe everybody else is. Everybody else is. So I apologise to everybody for one thing, and that is for a target audience. I have a target audience. Anybody outside of that target audience isn't welcome. He's outside the target audience. He's not welcome. So that's the best way I could put it. So anyway, my phone's getting very, very hot. Yes, it's burning in my hand. So I'm going to have to call an end to this live stream because I know it's probably going to be really bad. Absolutely no need to be rude, disagree, and debate. We're entitled to our opinions. Just shows immaturity and lack of intelligence. I agree with you, Missy Moon. I agree with you. So sorry, again, I know I got hot, but I'm okay. I'm always in control. If I ever felt like I was like getting so angry on here that I couldn't control it, the only time I ever have, Steve saw it, I turned my phone off and I got off here. If I'm getting passionate, that's a whole different case. I'm in control, so don't worry. And again, please bring whatever opinions you want. Just no lies, yeah? And you guys wouldn't do it anyway. That's what I'm saying. You guys have the integrity. And those are the people that I want to keep bringing to this channel. Those people of high integrity, which there seems to be plenty of. We don't need him. And we don't need the people like him. Yeah, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Because we're up to the time anyway. I am Tom Fury. This is Zero News. I love you all. I know I'm saying you all, but I don't mean you all. I mean people, yeah? I mean people. I love you very much. I'm Tom Fury. This is Zero News. Look out for some more videos coming from me and from Vin very soon. I'm calling it a day for now, guys. Take care.